think they're right? Alexius is setting a trap for us.
We need his mages to seal the breach. We have no choice but to deal with him.
They say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
It's not really letting me... Okay, there we go.
I don't have to worry about you falling at my feet in worship, then? That has been tiresome.
I believe we must each attend to our own lives to find salvation.
Okay.
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the Circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
What are your feelings on the mages working with Tevinter?
The Imperium burned Andraste. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magisters laugh. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
I will leave you to your duties.
Make us speed you, my child.
Duties. Alright, that's enough. Okay, so Lake Place. Where is it? It's over here. And apparently there's a Lord Wolseley that I need to send home, so I'll do that as well. Oh! What is this? Warlord Greatsword. I'm sure one of you will appreciate that. I can't use it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Okay, so we have you with the Mercenary Lord. Oh, yeah, and you don't need that, so... Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. You can't use that. My apologies. And you... Fuck, neither of you can use it. Shit. Alright, well, hold on a sec. What does this have on it? Actually, it has quite a few things. Round pummel. Plus 2% attack. All this has is guard damage bonus. And it does 9 more damage, so there's that. But it also increases his... this one increases his stamina, his willpower, and his strength. So I think, actually, I'm going to give this to him. I'll go ahead and let him have that. The Dwarven Rock Crusher, I mean, it's good. Does good damage. But overall, I think that the Warlord Greatsword is a better weapon to be using. So, yeah, we'll give him that. Alright, there was one other thing out here. Yeah, right there. Oh. Where is this guy? The fuck was that noise? Anybody else hear that? That was the strangest damn noise I've ever heard. Okay, what the fuck is that thing? That thing looks interesting, and it's gone. No, it's back. Hey, you! You look different. What's up with you?
Wolsey, I presume? A young man named Jimmy would very much like you to return home. Ah, good.
Okay. I suppose Lord Wolseley understood me. Hello?
Good day. The Inquisition. Thank the Maker you came. Tell me you're here to reinstate the circles and end this madness.
I thought this was the stronghold of the rebellion. Why do you want the circles back?
I never supported this rebellion. I'm a loyal Andrastian, and I deplore the chaos this war has wrought. The Templars rebelling, the murder of the Most Holy. I can scarce live with the guilt.
And what are you doing in Redcliffe?
The Circles voted. Rebellion won out. What was I to do? Launch a counter-rebellion on my own? I followed my first Enchanter's lead, as I always have. She brought us here.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Hanley Dervain of the Cumberland Circle of Magi. I heard of your miraculous survival at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and I am so honored to meet you.
I take it you don't support the Tevinters?
On Andraste's Ashes, never. They don't even sing the right chant. And they sacrifice children, don't they? I don't know how the Grand Enchanter could think of accepting their offer. You can get us out of this bargain, can't you? Before we're all shipped off to the Imperium like cattle.
I haven't seen anyone from Tevinter in the village.
They're all at the castle, plotting, no doubt.
Thank you for your time.
It's been an honor.
Okay, so I'm kind of intrigued by the Tevinters. If there's anybody in the comments that could let me know a little bit more about them, because I always like reading from commenters, more of a personal interpretation of the game as opposed to reading on wikis. It's just so formal, and it's hard for me to really enjoy reading that stuff. Whereas, you know, somebody who actually is trying to explain things in a more personable way, I have an easier time comprehending the information. So if somebody could just tell me anything about the Tevinters, if you're so inclined, I would be very appreciative.
Lord Wolseley came back. He says you convinced him. Here, for all your trouble.
Thank you. Hello, Lord Wolseley. Nice to meet you again. Looks like you're kind of stuck. You just got back. Why are you trying to escape? Your face is in the wall there. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Okay. Back to the war room. Or perhaps I should have said haven as opposed to the war room in particular, but I think you got the gist of it. Let's go ahead and see if we can upgrade anything. Okay. I'm currently wearing the hunter coat. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't have anything for the legs, but we got that. Nothing for you. Nothing for you. Nothing for you. Alright, so these are the only things I can upgrade for some reason. I don't really understand that, but alright. Wait, hold on a sec. Let me... No. Okay, modify armor. Maybe. No, okay, never mind. Alright, Ferelden, Captain Longsword, Disciple Ice Staff, the Thief Blade. Is there anything I can... Anything else I can... No, okay. Okay, let's go to the inventory. Let's give Sarah the new armor if she can have it. No, she can't. What? I can't give her armor? Really? Why not? Hold on. I moved mercenary coat to valuables. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now she actually has armor, so I'm sure she'll be appreciative of that.
Inquisitor?
Hello, sir. I asked you about the Inquisition last time, so let's talk about you this time.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Really?
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher, then? Ferelden?
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
I hear that many wardens were once criminals.
You're right. When you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
What did you do before you became a warden?
I was
You just said leave that
a
alone.
soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Why did you join the Wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
Alright. So, we also have Cassandra, we have Cullen. We have quite a few people we can talk to right now if I really wanted to have dialogue with all of them, but we'll see if there's any cutscenes that can come out of it.
Greetings.
Doesn't seem like it. I think we talked about the Chantry last time,
May
but let's
I ask you
just
about the
look.
Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
If you ask my opinion, it is. Absolutely. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinian?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
Thank you.
Okay. What's up, Cullen?
Did you need something?
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
If you need insight into what the Order is doing now, I'm afraid I can't offer more than you already know. Anything else, I will answer as best I can.
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars at our local chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humored me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
13? That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
Do the Templars do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates, or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession, at the least.
You've lived in the Circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
Typical. The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's howling, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
The Templars and mages never speak to each other.
Some do, but Templars are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Did you enjoy your training?
I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfigurations wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages, that sort of thing.
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of Lyrium and its power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Another time, then.
Wow, there is a lot of dialogue in this game. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. It is a BioWare game after all. I'm not really surprised. God damn it, I hate when it does that. I'm not really surprised. It's more so just a thing to say. Lazy commentary. That's all that was.
And how much did you need?
I don't feel like talking to Sarah. She's annoying. Anything you got to say, Solus?
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll try talking to Leliana, and, yeah, we'll leave it at that, I think, if she's got nothing else to say. Also, I probably should talk to Varric. I haven't spoken to him in a while.
There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Wait. What are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him? Just like that?
You find fault with my decision?
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Okay. Sorry, I was kind of half paying attention to that. I got a phone call during that whole thing. I don't know if I necessarily agree with what I just decided to do. But I was kind of in and out. She was going to have somebody killed, I believe, was the whole situation. And I was standing for ideals and all of that. Game keeps freezing for some... Or not freezing, but just kind of chopping up like that. I really don't like it. It's really fucking annoying. And it's becoming more frequent now.
Need something?
I think I've asked him everything I can. Alright, let's go inside. And we'll get to the war table. Was that a dog? Boy, is that fucking weird looking. Alright. I actually have some stuff to turn in
The apothecary would like to know why
for
you need
research.
so much death row. To do my job with them as well. Would you wish
Okay.
to have your
War Council. Summon. Okay, there's new stuff apparently. Oh. Alright, choosing the mages will make it... Okay, so, alright, that's interesting. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who...
Helen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Okay. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under the control of Magister Geryon Lexus. Or, sorry, Alexius. A venatory cultist with an unhealthy interest in Trevelyan and the power to reorder time itself. He was kindly invited to Trevelyan to the castle. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading right now. He has kindly invited Trevelyan to the castle alone to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Liliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the venatory threat while Alexius's attention is diverted. A dangerous game, but it's our best chance. Alright, and I have the power to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and look over this stuff real quick. Interestingly, the runes are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. Oh, there's the thing. I thought that, I thought it was gone for a second, which was kind of weird. Alright, so... Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. I was correct. Spreading word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens meant messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we've managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. The commander will make good use of them. Josephine. And then Truth or Dare, the Imperial Court. Commander, leading nobles to the crater was an interesting experience. Mallory had to restrain a few of them physically from signing their names on the red lyrium crystals. One of them wanted a charred corpse as a souvenir. Next time, I'd rather we drop them in a crater and left. Wow, that's rough. Alright, so both of those are completed. That's another thing that I... Oh, wait. Can I visit this? Okay, no, it's just completed. Okay. So we got this, the Red Jenny thing. What else do we have that we can do? That's completed. That's completed. Most of these things are completed. There's really only a couple available now. Alright, so address the nobleman's concerns. Let's go ahead and send Cullen on this. I'll reiterate again what this is. It's a nobleman requested that I get rid of the refugees that are bothering him, as he refers to them as savages. I've complained about the ambiguity of Cullen and his message of we could send a few patrols, but I would prefer they help the refugees, not this Lord Kildern. I know that it pretty much implies that they'd help the refugees, but it doesn't 100% state that. It's like kind of, we can send patrols to help the noblemen, or we can, you know, but I'd rather them send to help refugees. It probably means to help the refugees. It's just something that I feel like is a little bit hard to, not 100% easy to infer. But nonetheless, I'm going to send Cullen and hope for the best.
All right.
So we're going to do that. Okay. So, to the other side, for Orlais, the only other thing we can do right now, which is the drop and grab. A letter from Sarah follows. For your big hats, Lord whoever says you're rubbish, his servants don't care, but could. Drop a few things for them, they'll give Josephine a surprise, I think scrolls or something. So, I think assigning Josephine for this makes sense. So, the heraldry is of a minor house. Shall we instead see what the surprise might be? So, assign Josephine, obviously. Okay, so I thought that I had already chosen the mages, but evidently that is not the case. Now is the time to make that decision. I wonder which one I'm going to pick. Alright, I took a little bit of a break, so, since, I started doing all this stuff, enough time has passed where these, assignments are now available to read. Before we get into it, though, and do all that stuff, what I should say is that I'm not going to be doing or choosing between which one until probably the very end of this video, or maybe the next one, because I want to go ahead and get one of these little things out of the way. Just because, you know, I mean, they've been kind of sitting there for a while now, and these can wait. These can wait a little bit of time while I try out one of those. And plus, I mean, I'm already like halfway through this video as it is, so it'll, you know, might as well do like a side mission or something like that. But let's go ahead and read these reports first. This was regarding the nobleman's concern. I've talked about this a couple times now. So let's see what Cullen ended up doing. Am I to understand you are in charge of the soldiers trampling on my lawns, providing food and refuge to the scrabble of filth burrowing into my land? A plague on you, sir, for spitting in my face, or spitting in the face of an honest petitioner, for taking advantage of my distress. Did my wretched neighbor Ban Thraft whisper in your ear? Tell me what he paid you so that I may at least know the price of treachery, sir. My only consolation is that a few of the rank and file have gone to join your farce of an inquisition. In bitterest disgust, Lord Kildern. Fuck him. Like I give a shit. Then we got the other one here. Red Jenny says drop and grab. The papers we received from Sarah's friends document a lord's sabotage of a rival marriage. Quite the scandalous affair. Very useful, implying our influence. Alright. Now here's the only concern I have about trying out either this one or the one on the other side, is that we already took a look at... what was the place called? We already took a look at the Fallamire, and those enemies were grossly out-leveled, or had grossly out-leveled our own. So that's my only worry, is that between scouting the Storm Coast and Orlais, with the investigating the shards, what if, you know, I'm out-leveled there? I don't know, it just sucks for kind of continuity purposes from one video to the next. Like, I've already gone through some of the cutscenes for one section, but I have to leave. That kind of stuff is a little bit annoying, and it might get kind of confusing for people who start up, you know, in the middle of a playthrough. That having been said, I'm going to at least try it out, and honestly, I think I'm on... I'd rather do the Storm Coast mission at the moment. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Well, shit. I don't know. let's go and read through both. How about that? Sister Liliana, Lieutenant Harding led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Rector. Okay. Then there's the one in Orlais. Investigating the shards. Sister Liliana, with thanks to our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to a temple, possibly elven. I followed the lead and believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or have pages missing. I have yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. Enchanter Reynad. This one's a little bit different because I considering it's elven, like there's a potentially elven temple, this would give me the opportunity to use different companions than I think my typical comfort zone is. Up to this point, I think the best group I can possibly have, and maybe I'm wrong, would be a mixture of Cassandra, Blackwall, myself, and Vivian, because Vivian I find to be a more interesting character than Solas, and they're both mages, so, you know, I'm going to use Vivian. And, you know, the other two being warriors and myself being a rogue, the vast majority of enemies would focus on the two warriors in that case, and less on, you know, myself and Vivian, who are, you know, less capable of, you know, fighting face to face. That having been said, with this elven whole thing, it could be a little bit different, and I think that might provide some, you know, interesting variety. So actually, you know what? Let's go with investigating the shards. Would you like to gather your party? Yeah, of course. Okay, so we're going to go with Blackwall as our warrior, because we always have to have at least one warrior in the group. I don't think we're going to use Vivian. I think what we're going to do is use Solas, and we're going to use Sarah. You know, Sarah, I decided to make her an archer, so she has that whole thing going on with her. She's still ranged. We have Solas, who's a mage, and keep in mind, both Solas and Sarah are both elven, so they might be able to give some context as to what's going on in this potentially elven temple. And on top of that, we want some sort of barrier, some sort of protection, so Blackwall is important because he's a warrior, right? This might leave us a little bit bare, just because we only have one warrior and we have 3 people who need kind of to operate in the shadows as opposed to in the front line, especially with Solas, who's it's very easy to damage him apparently. So this could come back to bite me in the ass, but I think for dialogue and stuff like that, it could be important. So we're gonna go with this.
Come to join us at the Oasis? It's actually quite the sight. It and the temple are further in.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Honestly, I don't like the feel of the place. No one does.
Why not?
Couldn't say. It's just a feeling.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Val-Fermin used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps.
Okay. So we're currently in the Forbidden Oasis. Ooh. Let's go ahead and talk to the requisitions officer first.
I've news, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Okay. Forbidden Oasis Geological Survey. Okay, what do I need for this? I need 4 Paragon's Luster and 4 Serpentstone. I don't have any of either of those, I don't think. Yeah, I'm completely empty on that. So, what does this do, though? Several dwarven academics at the University of Orlais have requested samples of ore from the Forbidden Oasis. Reward is +1 power. So, we'll look out for that stuff. I assume that this is the type of land where that kind of thing would be available. The fuck was that? I thought I heard something. Okay. Now, before we get too in-depth with this, I would like to be able to go to one of these Fade Rifts and just check out the type of enemy that we can expect to face here. If they're like level 6, level 7, nothing to worry about. I'll deal with it. Wow, this is actually a pretty small place, too. I think this was a good choice. And, you know, if it's at that leveling, nothing to worry about. We will continue as planned. But if they're like level 12, like they were in the Fallow Mire, a little bit different of a situation. Okay, so these shards. Since I haven't actually shown you guys what this does, let me go ahead and do it now. Okay, so you basically look through this whole skull thing, and it kind of identifies shards that are in the land somewhere, and I just got to keep an eye out for them. Ah, there's another one. I think I found another. No, that's just another skull. But there's 4. Where is a number 5?
You can make magic anywhere, Solus. Ever piss it by accident?
Don't talk to me, Sarah.
Wait. No.
What? How would you not remember something like that?
We were all young once.
Okay. Excuse me. Oh, there's number 5. Whoa. That's just dust or sand, whatever. We're fine. We're okay. Okay, so apparently there's some sort of eerie feeling that Harding is getting. I guess since I decided to go here first, she's not missing yet. So that's a thing that is happening. Ooh, I think I can kill that. And I see a Fade Rift over there. Yeah, fuck it. I feel like I've seen this landscape before in like a preview of the game from like last year. And if this is the place I'm thinking of, there's a dragon somewhere out here and it's gonna fucking attack me. I could be off, and I hope I'm off. I hope that I'm completely wrong about that. Because I'm not equipped to handle a dragon right now. Okay. Okay, let's see what kind of enemies we have here. Level 8 Wraith. Level 8 Rage Demon. Motherfucker. I don't like Rage Demons. Okay. Yes. Alright, I think we're going to be able to handle this decently. Okay, help me. Assholes. Ow. Okay, I'm getting hurt too much. Just disrupt the fucking Fade Rift. Okay, everybody's getting hurt, actually. Okay, alright.
Back me up!
Somebody help. Oh, shit. Yes. Close that fucker. Okay, that provided a bit of a challenge, but I think we're okay. We'll just go back to the base. Oh, Jesus Christ, Sarah. Okay, we'll go back to the base. We will...
Can you imagine coming out here for a mining contract?
Okay. So, as I was saying, we'll go back to the main base. We'll get our potions back. And, well, actually, we might have just gotten... No, okay. I saw that all of our health replenished, so I thought potentially putting that marker into the ground could have given us all of our potions back because it replenished all of our health. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm just seeing things and I'm just crazy. I don't know. Alright, I'm back. No? Okay, I didn't think so. Maybe I should just rest. How about now? Okay, got my potions back. I wish I could carry more than 8, though. I know that's kind of like requesting a little bit much. Just because, you know, 8... You know, it's a decent supply for 4 people, but... And if I handle things correctly, I shouldn't need that many, but... I don't know. Should I go... I think I'll go and close all the Fade Rifts first. And, we will do all the story stuff after doing the Fade Rift. I want to get all this out of the way now, Like, I want to do this entire place because it's relatively small. I think it's not like unfair to think that that could be possible. Ow! Fuck, I missed. Somebody help me. He's dead. Fine, Fate Rift. Oh shit, those guys are gonna be right next to me. I'll stay away from them. Okay. Fuck. Ow, god damn it. Kill him. Close it. Alright, that went over rather well. I can actually, I can level up now. Should I so choose? I think I'm gonna use this a little bit more now. Knockout powder. What does this do? Evasion. They can't hit what they can't see. Your deceptive fighting style gives you a chance to dodge enemy attacks, taking no damage. Actually, that seems very helpful. Yeah, let's go with that. Wait, what is that? What does that do? You live in the darkness. Entering stealth is now instant and removes all debilitating effects. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I should probably use that. Relatively soon. Okay, so these guys aren't level 8 yet. It's just me. That's fine. Enhanced Wall of Ice Ring. Increased ability duration by 30% for mages only. What does Solus have at the moment? What do you have for accessories? You have one ring. Life Ward Amulet. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, let's give you this. Why not? Seems like it could be very helpful for you. Now, barrier penetration. I feel like I should take that away from him just because out of all the people that could use it, I think the best would be for her. Maybe I'm off on that, but hold on. What do I have? I have enhanced parry and I have enhanced spinning blades. Yeah, I don't think I need anything more. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it to her for now, just because she has nothing else. Can I just apply this? No, I didn't think so. I was like, whatever. Let's actually put this stuff back where it belongs in weapons, because it's gotten confusing to me a lot of the time. Alright. Just put it back where it belongs. Yeah. What does he currently have? He has oh yeah, I remember. I remember this whole thing that I had talked about in the past. Okay. Okay, so now I've got that gotten that out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and travel back to my camp. Once again, replenish my health. Now that we got that out of the way, what do these things do? Okay, oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of shards. There are a lot of shards. Fuck me. Okay, so I think that I'll find like, I don't think that really is the main thing, even though this is all about investigating shards. I think the main thing is investigating that temple. So I'll pick up shards if I come across them. Later on, if I, you know, find some free time, which is kind of not really available at the moment. I'm very busy, but if I do manage to find some time, I might collect those. Did I just go back up the way I came? Yeah, I just did. That was fucking stupid. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, as I was saying, if I find some time, I'll probably come back here at some point and collect the shards on my own without recording it. Just seems kind of boring, not really something anybody would be all that interested in. Oh, fuck. Don't attack me. I need to pick one. Just fucking focus on one of them. Jesus Christ, Solus. Fucking weak little bitch. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I can go into his preferences and adjust his behaviors to keep him in the background. Like, I feel like he should already be doing that on his own, but... Follow, defend, choose targets by following another party member's target or by prioritizing threats to another party member. Let's go with follow. Yeah, I can't really control that, honestly, but... Yeah, control character, that works. And then I'll do defend for Blackwall. He'll be kind of my defense. Or whoever, yeah, essentially my defense. No, pick that up. God damn it, just pick it up. Canine leather. That could be helpful. Alright, Sarah. Or not Sarah. Solus. Weak ass motherfucker. You get injured so goddamn easily. I've tried to keep him from being a main target, but he just gets in there constantly. It's like, dude, stay in the fucking background. You don't need to be in...
That breach. It's hard to look away from it sometimes.
Right, because you know what it looks like.
No, it doesn't.
You know.
Are they talking about like a vagina or something? I don't even understand what they're referencing. What does a breach, like... What? Okay, I think this is one of those things that I needed. Yeah. Paragon's Luster and Serpent Stone. More Paragon's Luster. Oh, wow. That was all I needed. Okay, cool. That gave me 3. Okay, how do I get down there? More so, how do I get down there without injuring myself? I think it's the main concern. Okay, hold on. Right over there. I found it. I don't need your help. What's up, buddy? What's your name? No? Okay. Use me then. Oh, water. I'm gonna save just in case. I don't like water in games ever. 7.8, too much water. Ah. Yeah. Ow, what the fuck? Oh, I guess I got hit. Oh, you fucker. That was easy.